So let's talk about this clip. Do you remember this clip at all?
Well, that was the first thing that they saw. He displayed it there as proudly as can be, that screaming Indian head.
So right there, did you see how the EMF went off?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
It's after every time the ghost feels like this guy's really trying to learn from me.
Guys, for a while the EMF meter started like going to red. At that point, I just kind of moved myself away because either A, that kid was being possessed, like you see in the horror movies. So,
It being a man of mystery like he was, it was also a workaholic.
It's red.
Osceola, right there on the corner of his desk. That means there's a demon. Into the wee hours of the night.
Did you guys hear that? I literally said that means there's a demon, and then Carl's still looking over at the guy giving the tour
Because the dude was talking nonsense the whole time.
That is true, guys.
He was saying absolutely nothing. And then James, who haunted you for a minute, was like, I was like, why is he still here? If I was someone who been left the earth, man, forget that. I'm walking around holding up people's hand. Mommy. No, we're not doing that. I'm going home. Take me to the king.
3 hours of the night, and his wife would drop by telling him about what his 5-year-old daughter and 7-year-old boy were doing on a daily basis.
See, and notice how it goes off.
Yeah, because they realized you were recording.
Boy were doing on a daily basis. If the kids were listening, behaving, or if they were tearing apart the house, the wife was sure to tell Dr. Wheaton when she brought.
I love how he was holding his arm out like this. Like he was going fishing, like, shh.
Hello guys, so apparently we was walking around this gravesite, right? And my man was telling this be a story about, well actually no, it was actually real because I heard that they actually did hang people, what is it, tie them up? Yeah, like wrap
And
them up.
apparently one of the boys, he was 4 years old, and they were playing tag.
So my man's James have lived a very uneasy lifestyle.
He was being bullied by, friends, stuff like that. And one day...
No, his brother.
His brother?
Yeah, remember it was his brother?
So what happened was he was hanging out with his friends one day, and he was climbing this tree. At first, this tree is very large. Like, it's ginormous. I don't know how he was able to climb it, being that he was only 4 years old. He was only 4 years old, guys, and he climbed this tree. And his friends were leaving, and he was still trying to get down. He was kind of like climbing it down too fast, and he slipped. And there is these like roots under the tree, and he fell to his death. And apparently, to this day, he haunts the cemetery. So we're gonna play this clip right now.
Wait, before you play this BS clip, how come they never show what the tree looked like 70 years ago, but they can show a picture of a ghost boy hanging in a tree?
That is true, guys. On the clip, it's gonna show like a picture of the tour guy showing James in the tree. And I don't know. I want you guys to decide in the comments below what this could be. Do you guys think it could be photoshopped, or do you guys think it could be real? I mean, anything can happen.
Go ahead, Jordan. Do what you do.
I dare you.
Alrighty, folks. Welcome to our Telemato Cemetery. This happens to be our Christian Catholic cemetery here in town. You had to be Catholic to be buried in these grounds. This is actually a cemetery sandwich. I'll get into that history slightly after I tell you about young James. James P. Morgan, 5 years old.
Sorry, guys. 5 years old in 10 days, not 4 years old.
In 10 days. Met his final days right here, or his final day, should I say, right here in the cemetery. He happened to be playing in the cemetery with his older brother. His older brother had some cool friends. How many of y'all are the younger siblings, the younger kid in your family?
Only child.
I am. Very nice. It's turning red. Very nice.
Okay,
All right.
Okay.
With that being said,
yes.
Young James' older brother was only about 3 years older than he was. James liked to compete with him. He liked his friends. Just so happened that The day that his brother was playing in his cemetery was also James's last day of us living.
Did you see how my camera was like it was glitching almost? It was like flickering. Did you see that?
Wait, where?
Let me rewind it.
Was also James's last day of us living.
This could be your phone losing focus.
That is true. It could be that. You know, it's kind of weird how a boy would spend his last day in a cemetery. Why would you choose a cemetery to go and hang out?
No. Why would you hunt a cemetery for over 50, 60 years? At some point, I gotta go into heaven. You know what I mean? I can't
just sit there.
I can't just sit here in a cemetery like, oh man, you in here too, bro? I'll see you later. I'm ascending. I'm descending. You know what I mean? Like just watching that your whole, you know what I mean, your whole ghostly life. Not the past. Nah, that's too much.
It just so happened that James, bothering his older brother, saying, I want to play with you, I want to play with you, I want to play with you, and your friends hide and go seek in the cemetery. Well, the older brother said, you're not cool enough. You have to show us that you're cool enough. I want you to climb this tree all the way up to the top. If you can do that, you can play with us.
Alright, so guys, I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was a tree. How can a 5-year-old climb that tree? Did you see, like, the tree was, like, super wide and it was just super tall? Like, how do you explain that?
No. How does he answer my questions when I was like, okay, so you're telling me a 5-year-old walked up to this tree, decided, I'm gonna climb it. And he managed to climb the tree with no branches sticking out. And the tree is tall, like, the tree is tall.
Yeah, that's the thing, too. It's just like,
someone had to put him in the tree for him to be in that tree. It doesn't make no sense. And he wasn't speaking in past tense as if like the tree was, you know what I mean, short or whatever. He said that tree right there. Not even when it was like a stud or like a little bit, just a medium height. But he goes to the highest point of the tallest tower and then falls.
And that's the thing too. Why would you pick a cemetery? A cemetery out of everything else in the area.
Hey, ghost stories fake.
Well, as young James started climbing up
You want to climb
and
that
up,
tree?
as he looked down, he actually noticed his brother had turned around with his friends and they were leaving this location.
Didn't he said he likes to play with his friends? Wasn't it his friends that were leaving him? Or was it his brother?
His brother.
His brother?
Leaving the younger brother up in that tree. Well, James, in a hurry, to shimmy down to catch up to his brother, got all the way down from what I'm to understand the V of this tree, in which at that point in time he actually fell out and the roots from this oak tree were sticking out enough to where when he landed on his neck and he broke it, passing him on instantly, painlessly. That being said, James was put here all by himself. You notice how there's nobody there around. Now the townfolk love that family so dear. They actually chipped in enough money for his headstone, for this casket, and for this burial site. Seeing how young James, his mother, was a single mother, a working mother, and did not have any finances of her own. And to bury somebody in the 1800s here in St Augustine, you had to be wealthy, especially to get a casket or a tombstone. Well, you just could tell. Townfolk loved young James. And we actually served up young James to 80 History Channel year 2004. They came through here in the daytime, giving history. We knew nothing of James, never even told a soul about him. This is before this fence was put up. All we had was this low fence down here. We had 3 people for A&E History Channel here. We had a director, we had a producer, we had a cameraman, 6'2". The camera was as heavy as he was. He was standing right back there, and for some reason, when he was here,
Did you see that look he gave to the truck driver?
for some reason, while he was here, instead of rolling film on the tour guide, he actually leaned back.
Do you think what?
I think his EMS is broken.
EMF?
I think it was broken.
How?
It did it at like the oddest times. It would do it when he started talking, but when he starts talking, you see how every time the EMS meter goes off, he sticks his hands in his pocket. We would have been better going in that haunted building that actually was haunted. Why don't we let people go up there in that building? Because that building's haunted. Huh, the only haunted place, and that's the only thing that doesn't have a tour. But there's a haunted building, a legit haunted building over there, and we can't get a tour for that.
That is true. I don't know.
St. Augustine is a scam.
What?
St. Augustine's a scam.
If you check out the history of it, we had Ghost Hunters International in 2005 visit our lighthouse. We also had Mr. Zach Beggings with Ghost Adventures visit our fort. But each and every one of them came here to see if they can actually get a picture of young James. Well, guys, let me share with y'all the oldest photograph I have for these ghosties. This was shared with us from a patron, a 13-year-old girl on her tour.
Here it comes, guys. The photo we've been waiting for. Tell me in the comments down below if you guys think this is either Photoshop or if this is real.
She raised up her camera, she took a picture of the bee in this tree, and then she sent it in to us. If you can't see it, let me enlarge it a little bit.
That photo, is it inside the tree or outside the tree?
Here's the thing though, it looks like it's outside, doesn't it? Because look where his feet is pointed.
My man James got a whole suit on, so you tell me he climbed the tree in a suit?
He does have a suit on. He has a suit on.